if you had to pick like a Mount Rushmore of GOATs, four best athletes of any sport, your choice, who's on that mountain face?
So you may think that I'm biased, but to me, Miguel Cabrera would be on there
Okay,
because
Miggy. Okay,
I think just as a hitter, and I remember having a conversation with true baseball people who had said in their mind he is the best hitter of all time, and that floored me because I felt like I was biased in saying I guess I didn't trust myself in saying that he was the best hitter at that moment in 2012 2013, and they were saying without a doubt the best hitter of all time. So I just think it's unfortunate that he's not going to have the World Series ring or another World Series ring to show for it in the end, most likely. But I think that what he accomplished in that Triple Crown kind of period, in that window where they were contending, was just unbelievable. Lewis Hamilton is also on that list because I think that Lewis Hamilton would not have won 7 world titles racing cars, the Senna era cars from the early 90s, but he still would have won world titles. I think that he is such an incredible driver. He benefits from having the best car ever, but he really is an exceptional driver that he would have won in those other eras. And I think it's always difficult to compare different eras, of course. I think there are some players though where you can say they would have been okay. I love the Bill Russell argument. There are some people that think that Bill Russell would be totally useless today, and I don't think that that's true. I think that he would evolve his game in order to be dominant in this time period. And I think that having had to fight the car in a way that Ayrton Senna and these previous drivers did, that's something that Lewis Hamilton hasn't had to do. But I truly believe he could have done it, and he could have done it well. So he would be up there. I got to put Ronaldo up there. It's also a great looking Mount Rushmore for Ronaldo up there. There was a time when we used to have the same haircut, him and I. Quite a few haircuts, actually. There was a long time where I always had a Ronaldo haircut. It was just
fair enough.
I go in the barber's chair. I go to
give me
salon,
the Ronaldo.
Give me the Ronaldo. And they knew. Yeah, I rocked a Euro mullet for a long time, bro. It was there was a good 3-year window there where I was rocking the Ronaldo Euro mullet. So I got three legends there. You say I need a fourth. It's got to be Gretzky, man. It's got to be Wayne Gretzky would be the fourth, I think. And this is crazy because I've left out Jordan here. And to me, I forget what podcast I was on or when this was, but someone asked me, like, when you were a kid, who was your first superhero? And it was Michael Jordan. It wasn't some cartoon. It was absolutely Michael Jordan. That to me was, he was a real life superhero, and is one of the reasons why I think I fell in love with sports, and not just baseball, not just soccer, but sports as a whole. He really transcended it, and just he was must watch. Any highlight, any game that you had access to, like, to me, you had to watch Michael Jordan. There are other guys who have captured that in moments, but he was just unbelievable. So can I have 5? Because now I need to put MJ there. So okay, Gretz and MJ, and now we've got 5. I'll leave it at that.
This might be the only time Michael Jordan is considered an honorable mention in like anything, which like crazy.
It shouldn't have been an honorable mention. It was my own forgetfulness in the moment. I think it was it's almost as if I took him for granted. Like, of course he's already there, and then I realized I ran out of spaces. So we've built another space, and he's there.
Outside of MJ, your first 4, I would say, are like also like all team, like dime pieces as well. I mean, like you said it, probably the most handsome group of athletes to ever be on a Mount Rushmore. And I think that's getting a lot of attention. You could charge admission to take a picture by that bad boy, as long as it's not the sculptor who did the initial Ronaldo piece. We don't want that guy. We want the guy who's going to do like David Beckham or something.
The final piece, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And not the James Corden one. Where, not that David Beckham statue, which was a hilarious skit. And what a great prank, by the way. I love Beckham's reaction there throughout. That was great. So yeah, you're right. It's a great looking Mount Rushmore. I will say for time period though, like you got to go bald Jordan. Can't give him 80s Jordan with hair. But Gretz has to have the 80s flow. It's got to be before the cut, before the trade. No mullet. It's got to be proper, probably the second Stanley Cup, mid 80s Gretzky flow. So young face. He's got thin chiseled features. It's 80s Gretzky. That's the one. And then you can just take any Ronaldo.
he was like Hollywood in Edmonton more so than he was Hollywood when he actually moved to like when he got traded to LA.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. He was more model in Canada than they tried to get that image out of him in LA, and it just didn't flow the same way as the homegrown Edmonton style.
Funny, eh? Funny how that works. Yeah. I haven't thought about that in a while.
Listen, Brandon.